What's up, guys and girls? So this is the first in a bunch of videos. I'm going to really try to make a proper effort to put a little bit more content on YouTube for you guys. During COVID in 2020, I put quite a lot of training content up. A lot of you thought it was very useful. It was very popular. Now, to give you a bit of an outline of what my training is looking like now, 4 days per week. I train every other day because I can't really, me personally, recover from more than that. So I train every other day. Now, I've just shifted into a body part split setup because I'm going to be doing some full body stuff in the conditioning, which is what I'm going to show you. Now, I'm moving into GVT, German volume training, which is 10 sets of 10 on a main compound lift and a couple of accessories. I'm doing that because I enjoy it and I get very good results from it with regards to building muscle very quickly. So what I've done today, 10 sets of 10 on a flat bench press with a semi-supinated kabuki bar. That is a curved bar that allows you to get a little larger range of motion. I also do that because I'm trying to rehab my shoulder after a lot of injuries last year. I do it with a half roller between my shoulder blades. So if you ever see me doing that, that's why. I'm stretching out the shoulders properly, allowing my shoulders to set back. Now, 10 sets of 10 on the bench press there, and then I moved into 4 sets of 12 on a high incline dumbbell press, and then 5 sets of 12 on a decline tricep extension. So I've trained all of my pushing muscles today, and now I'm going to do a short, maybe 5-10 minute conditioning session on the same muscles. The reason I'm training the same muscles is because they are already fatigued. I don't want to then hit them again, say tomorrow, and diminish my ability to recover. So we're going to kind of make it up as we go along. We're going to play around. What I'm going to do, we're going to start off with kettlebell swing. I've got a 16 kilo kettlebell here, which is, it's a bit light, but I'll do single arms with it. It's all we've currently got. I've got a bunch more on order from Aleco, so they will be coming soon. I'm going to superset that with an overhead press, then back into swings, then into push-up, then into abs. Okay, so that is swings, overhead press, swings, push-ups, abs. Lower body, lower body, abs. Upper body, abs. So what we're going to do, single arm swing. I'm not going to go through the coaching options on the swing. I'll talk you through little bits as we go. But generally, if you know how to do this, do it. If you don't. Maybe opt for something like a deadlift or a single leg deadlift instead, which is a little bit less technical. So we're going to do single arm swings for me. And what we need to make sure we're doing on these is hinging from the hip. We're using the glutes, squeezing them explosively to fire the kettlebell forwards. Don't think about firing it upwards, think forwards. I think that's about 10. We're going to go all the way to 20. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Boom. So that is 20 swings, 10 on each arm. Now we're going to go for an overhead press. I think we'll go for about 8 on this. Make sure if you've got a watch, you turn the face underneath your hand because otherwise you're going to smash it. I've done that to many. So I'm pulling it up. When we rack the position, knuckles under our chin, kettlebell sits in the cavity near the arms. 4, 5, 6. Let's go for 10. It's a bit easy. 7, 8, 9, 10. Boom. Then we switch to the other side. Safe, put down and pick up. 1, 2. Now the good thing about a kettlebell is it places a resistance behind your arm, unlike a dumbbell, which places it on top. This means your stabilizers in your shoulders are going to work an awful lot harder to perform that movement. I think that's 10. And back down. So now we're going back into a single arm swing. Exploding from the hips. Transfer the kettlebell at the top. 4. Apologies if the mic. 5, 6 is making weird noises. 7, 8. I'm going to see how this turns out at the end. And if it's terrible, I won't use the mic next time. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Breathing out as you contract. Down we go. Now, you can do this on 2 kettlebells or on the floor. Now, the reason I use bars for my push-ups, because as some of you may remember, during lockdown last year, I filmed so many videos, I destroyed both my shoulders and tore 2 ligaments in my wrist. So my wrist is now quite tight. These really help because they allow me to keep my arm directly above the bar. So what we're gonna do, 10 push-ups. Bam, 1, 2, elbows at about 45 degrees. 3, body straight. 4, quads locked. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boom. So now we're going to go to abs. So we've done lower body, upper body, lower body, upper body. Now abs. Now at this point, you can do the same exercise as me, or you can pick any exercise you wish that you really enjoy, but that you can feel. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's important you breathe out on the contraction. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 4 more. 3, 2, 1, bam, done. Now, gonna take a little rest. Give it about a minute for the sake of the video. But in this situation, you can take up to 2 minutes to recover. What you want to be able to do is maintain a good level of intensity during the working period. So I would give yourself between 1 and 2 minutes with every single round. Obviously make sure you stay hydrated. I've got Amplify in here. Amplify is our intra-workout supplement. Leucine, glutamine, electrolytes, and a little bit of glycine for maximum absorption, recovery, and ability to resist fatigue during the sessions. So big deep breaths. Obviously I'm talking, which doesn't help you take big deep breaths, but you should be. All right. So we're approaching the minute mark. If you're with me, let's get ready to go. In 3, single arm swings. 2, 1, let's move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, explosive from the hips. 6, 7, back straight. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, power, 18, 19, 20. Boom. Safely down. So then we're going into our overhead press. Remember, turn your watch around. You can also help with some quite thick sweatbands on your wrist for these. It will ease the pressure. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Be powerful. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathing out as you contract. There's our 10. Switch to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Safety all the way. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So remember, all the pushing movements today, so I don't cause myself too much fatigue and compromise my ability to recover. Now, back into your swings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Grip that kettlebell tight. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Breathe. 14. Come on. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. Second of the lower body stuff done. Now we're going back to the push-ups. Remember, you can vary your hand position on this, hand angle, elbow angle, and you can make it harder by putting your feet on something. You can make it easier by dropping your knees down. So go at your pace. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more. 10. So I'll tell you, after 10 sets of heavy bench press, it's quite tricky. Now back down into the abs. We'll do a basic floor-based version now. So what I want to do, knees bent, feet on the floor, tummy button in, push the lower back into the floor. Breathe out. What we're trying to do is close this gap underneath the lower back. Rolling the spine. 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Boom. Right, there's 2 down. We're going to do 5 for the sake of the video. But of course, depending on the kind of workout you want, you can make that much longer. So we're going to take 1 to 2 minutes rest now. And then we'll go in for round 3. Now remember, as I mentioned with the push-ups, take it at your pace. Don't go at anyone else's pace, don't go at my pace. Do what you can do and select the weight that is appropriate for you. It's going to be far too easy for you to overstep the mark, especially on these types of sessions which are a little bit faster, and then you lose your form, you get injured. Don't do that. These are cardio-based sessions. There is no need to lift tons and tons of weight on them. I would go say maybe 60 to 70% of your maximum weight you're able to lift. That's where you want to be so you can move quick and you can move safe. Now, of course, as you get stronger, as you get better, as your conditioning is better, you can increase the amount of weight used, but never, ever, ever at the expense of your technique or your form, which are basically the same thing. So I don't know why I said that. Another little drink. We are about at the minute point, so get ready to go again with me. We are indeed at the minute point. There we go. 54 seconds. Dry your hands and let's go again. Swings, single arm or double, however you want to go for it. 10 reps per side or 10 reps total. Take it at your pace. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, use those glutes. 5. Shouldn't really be squatting into it. 6, 7. Think about it like an RDL. 8, 9, 10. And your hands are just there to hold the kettlebell. They're not lifting it. They're just holding it. Your hips are doing all the work. I think that was 15, 16. It's a problem we're talking, you see. 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, 20 down. So now, go for our overhead press. 10 on each side. 3, 2, 1. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Gets heavy now, look. On the other side. As I say, it's a 40-pound or 16-kilo kettlebell for me. 5, 6, 7, 3 more. 8, 9, 10. Now generally, you're going to be able to swing a lot more than you can overhead press. But on this type of circuit, I like to use a weight that you're limited by what you can overhead press. Everything else will be relatively easy, but it means you can only do it with one piece of equipment. You don't have to mess about with all sorts of different things and changing things around. So we're going for the swing again. 1, 2, 3, with me. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Powerful with those glutes. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Boom. Now, come back down for our push-ups. See the sweat coming off me now. Hopefully it's not shorting out the mic and you can still hear me. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1. Control down. Power up. 3, 4. Squeeze that chest. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And there we go. Into abs. Again, pick a movement of your choice. I'm happy what you do. Just make sure you can feel it and you can do it well. So I'm going to do alternate crunches now. Opposite knee, opposite elbow. when you stretch, out when you contract. Good breathing patterns. Turn the other leg. Close the gap between the lower back and the floor. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boom. All right. Hopefully you're still with me. Gonna take a little bit of a rest now. Take your moments, and then we're gonna go again for 2 more rounds. Now, as I say with this, do what you want to do. If you've got 15 minutes, do 3 rounds. If you've got 10 minutes, do 2 rounds. If you're doing 2 rounds, you can even split it up into 2 times a day. But remember, with these types of sessions, generally, you don't want to be doing them for an hour, because you're going to get to a point where you're so fatigued that your risk of injury goes up exponentially. We don't want that. What we want to be able to do is drill perfect movement patterns all of the time, ensuring a kettlebell swing, for example, is a hip dominant movement, like a Romanian deadlift. Bam. It's not a squat like a lot of people do. We need to make sure that our push-ups, shoulders are in the right place, elbows are in the right place. Our overhead press, we're primarily using the upper body, not the legs too. So keep your form bang on, we'll get the most out of it. We've got about 10 seconds before we're gonna go again for round 4. Swings, overhead press, swings, push-up, abs. Dry my hands, get yourselves ready, last sip of water, and then you're going to go with me. In 3, 2, 1, let's move. Bam, 1, explosive from the hips, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, breathe. Halfway. 16, 17, efficiency, 18, 19, 20, boom. Okay, so we've done that one. A few seconds breather if you need it. Then for our overhead press, remember, keep it tight, knuckles under the chin when you come down to the bottom. This can be done with the dumbbell as well. I'll show you that another day. 6, 7, nearly there. 8, 2 more. 9, 10. 1 down, other arm. Bam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Strong core. 7, glutes tight. 8, 9, 10. Boom. I'm just going to dry my hands, or you're going to see a move that I like to call the flying kettlebell. And it's not going to end well for my phone if I pull that one off. Let's get ourselves going with the swings. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Bam. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice and strong. 5 from the hips. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Come on, come on, come on. 12, breathe. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So I can feel myself getting fatigued now. So I need to watch my own form. My hip function, ability to squeeze and power that kettlebell through is starting to slide. So always be aware of these things. Safety first. 3, 2, 1. Push-ups. 1, 2. Control. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh. Now back to abs. I'm going to do the V-sit, which was the first one I did, if you remember. In 3, 2, 1. So that is 4 down. We've got 1 to go to finish. As you can see, if you're out of breath, you've blown out your ass a little bit, don't worry, so am I. Look at me, I'm absolutely dripping. So we're gonna get our breath back, big long deep breath, a little bit of water, and then we're gonna go again for a final round. So as you're recovering, breathe, don't pant, don't mess about, get off your phone. 30 seconds left before we're going for the last round. So again, if you've got sweaty palms right now, dry them off so you don't drop your kettlebell or throw it through the TV. We're going for one last round. Single arm kettlebell swings or whichever movement you've opted for lower body. Can be squats, can be deadlifts, anything you want. Then into overhead press, 10 on each arm. Then back to swings, deadlift, squats, whatever you want. Then back down into our push-up. Let's get ready to go. In 3, 2, 1. Let's move. Bam. 1, 2, 3, 4. Strong through that posterior chain. 5. Whole back side of the body. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, breathe. 14, power from the hips, not the back. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Whew. Getting tired now. A couple of seconds. And then we go to our overhead press. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh yeah. It's hard work now. Lungs are burning. Other side. With me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh. Now, a few seconds, we're going to dry my hand again. And then, last set of swing squats or deadlifts. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Bam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, breathe. 8, with me. 9, find your rhythm. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Last of the swings. Now, we're down to our push. Of course, forgive me for being a little bit quieter now, apart from my weird pervert mouth breathing. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, right on the limit there. Now, crunches again. I'm going to do basic floor-based. Push the lower back into the floor. Breathe out as you crunch. Pivot around the belly button. 3, 2, 1. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's proper pervert voice. 15. Oh yeah. 17, 18, 19, and 20. There we go. All right. So, that was a push-based conditioning session, because I've just done my main compound lift, heavy bench press in the gym with 2 accessories. So this was a short conditioning video to finish myself off. Now, again, remember, I've done the push today to make sure all of my pushing movements are in on one day. Therefore, I have time to recover before my next push session, which could be 5 or 6 days down the line. Tomorrow, next session this week is going to be legs. Then I will do 10 sets of squats, hamstrings and quad accessories, then come down here and do something very similar. If you're lucky or unlucky, depending on how you see it, I will film that one for you as well. Now, I think the YouTube thing here is to like, subscribe, hit notifications, and share to the world, right? If you want to do that, please do. It'll help me out greatly. Hopefully it'll help a lot of other people out greatly. And also, check out the rest of my videos. Not so many like this, but lots of informational stuff where I'm talking through questions. A lot of live feeds from Insta back in the day. So, again, with this, if you have a lighter kettlebell and that wasn't very hard, do more rounds or take no rest in between. If you have a heavier kettlebell, do less rounds or less reps per round, and you can regulate it based on what you have. It can also be done with barbells or a dumbbell, just mimic the movement slightly. All good? Peace out. Enjoy.